On a higher level, all people are the same. But what makes us individuals are the choices we made, the values we acquired, the relationships we nurtured, and especially the experiences we've had and our reactions to those experiences. That last one is especially important in making us unique. And that's what we're going to focus on today. Hi, my name is Patricia Charpentier, and welcome to episode 109 of the Life Writers Vlog, where you can find inspiration and useful tips to help you write your life stories. As a human, we share many of the same experiences: birth, death, growing up, maturing, work, and so on. But some of the experiences we've had are not universal. That's not to say we're the only person who has ever had that experience, but some moments we've lived aren't ones that half the world has lived. That's what we're going to write about today, an experience not everyone has had. I've taken 2 lie detector tests in my lifetime. No, I'm not a criminal the police were trying to catch in a lie. When I moved to Orlando many years ago, I looked for a job as a mortgage loan officer, which is the work I did in South Louisiana. I had several interviews, and once I made it to the next level with 2 different banks, each one required I pass a polygraph or lie detector test. I wasn't a burglar or had been arrested or anything like that, but I was some kind of nervous for each of those tests. I walked into a dimly lit room. The technician equipped me with sensors to monitor my heart rate, blood pressure, respiration, perspiration, and who knows what else. Then, sitting behind me as I looked at a blank wall, he began asking me questions. I could only answer yes or no. No other explanation given. Question: have you ever stolen anything? In my mind, I'm thinking about the candy I took from Gina in the 3rd grade. Does that count? Probably not, so I answer no. And the questions kept coming. It took a week to find out the results, but thankfully I passed both tests and both banks offered me a job. I hope to never have to go through that again, but that's an example of something I experienced not everyone has had. Believe me, I don't recommend it to anyone. Today we are going to write about an experience you had that not everyone else has had. Many of you know I am a big fan of making lists, brainstorming as a way to get started writing. Make a list before you start writing sentences and paragraphs. It takes the pressure off having to write something that's good. It's just a list, no performance anxiety. Also, it's a great way to generate many story topics you might want to write about at another time. Probably your first reaction to this prompt is nothing unique has happened to me. Well, if you thought that, you're wrong. Your life is full of moments like this. It may be just a little difficult to get those memories to the forefront of your mind. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock, but it may take you longer than that to come up with a list. But start with what comes to mind. Don't judge it. Well, that's not very unique. Most everyone has experienced that. Maybe not. Just write it down anyway. Write 1, 2, 3 words, just enough to help you remember. Don't write complete sentences, just a list. Write as quickly as possible. Keep your pen moving. What will likely happen is that you will think of more of these uncommon experiences throughout the next week. Add them to your list. These will make for good future stories. Are you ready? I'm going to set the clock for 3 minutes and I will let you know when time is up. Go for it. How was that? Did you come up with some ideas? I bet you did. As I said, continue to add to this list. But for now, pick one of the items on your list and write a story about an experience not everyone has had. We'd love to read what you've written. Share your story with us by uploading an MS Word or an Adobe PDF document into the comments section below. And let us enjoy with you this unusual experience. But remember, you're more unique than you think. And the only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. The only way to do this wrong is to not do it at all. Until next time, everybody, happy writing.
Don't miss the next episode. Sign up to be notified of future posts and upcoming events. Use the buttons below to share this episode on social media or with a friend who might like it. If you enjoyed this week's episode, you will love our Life Writers membership. Whether you don't know where to start writing your life stories, have started and stopped many times, or have been writing but want to receive feedback to make your stories better, the Life Writers membership is where you need to be. We have a Get Started roadmap, an extensive library of instructional videos, live events via Zoom, and a supportive and active community. If you want to take the stories that live in your heart and mind and put them into words on the page, check out Life Writers at lifewriters.us.